Hey guys, I know it's been a minute since I sat down and did a video like this, but this one is a big one for me. The biggest one I've ever done, probably. I am starting a Metal Gear convention. I know, Metal Gear, right? The one that hasn't had a game come out in 6 years, I believe it's been. That dead franchise? Yes, I am starting a fan convention for it. The name of the convention is MGS Con. Memes, Genes, and Snakes. A Metal Gear fan convention, because this is completely fan run, no affiliation with Konami whatsoever, hence why we're not using Metal Gear in the name. Memes, Genes, and Snakes. It should be a little bit obvious as to why I chose those terms for this convention. If you're a Metal Gear fan, you'll understand. This event will be taking place on July 15th, 2023 at the Hilton LAX in Los Angeles, California. We will be taking over the entire Plaza Ballroom, which is 13,500 square feet of space with a theater that sits 400. We will be hosting an artist alley / vendor area, which is going to have 38 tables available for that. And although the event takes place on Saturday, we are going to be hosting a little MGS mingle, is what we're calling it, by the pool of the Hilton on Friday, because we are going to be open for pre-registration. We're going to be setting up that day, but if you want to come pick up your badge, you can. And you'll probably, if you're staying at the hotel, be seeing some Metal Gear fans around, so why not get us all into one place to mingle and say hi and get ready and amped up for the event. And what is going to be taking place at this event, I've obviously touched on it a little bit, but we're going to be hosting an artist alley. It's not first come, first serve because we do have limited space, so we will be kind of curating it to make sure that we get lots of different kinds of artwork, different kind of vendors there. So that's going to be really exciting and really fun, and I can't wait to see what kind of MGS artwork people are coming up with. As I said, the theater can seat 400. That is obviously wishful thinking. That'd be awesome to pack that, but we're going to be hosting lots of panels throughout the day and a cosplay contest on that stage. We're gonna have the panel stage, which is gonna be judged by the audience, and we're just gonna keep it fun and casual, but I'm hoping to get some fun prizes for first place. We will be hosting a little gaming area to be determined exactly which consoles are gonna be available, but my original thought was to have a speedrunning competition, but there's some kinks I need to work out, so for now we're just labeling it as gaming section. There will be games to be played. You can watch somebody be playing Metal Gear at the event. We just have to figure out the exact... We were 6 months out, okay? We've got to still iron some stuff out. We will be hosting a DJ. His name is Fingers. If you are familiar with the Kojima frequency, you will for sure know who Fingers is at Fingers Music, but it's Fingers with a 1 and a 3, so you got to make sure you spell it right, or you're just going to be looking up Fingers, and I don't know what you would find on Google. And one of the things I am most excited for would be our guest panel. Our guest panel will hopefully have some very talented voice actors from the first Metal Gear Solid 1998, the first Metal Gear with voice actors. We're here in America and we're taking place in Los Angeles, so we're going to focus on the English voice actors. And speaking of guests, that takes us to our next big topic, which is a Kickstarter. Yes, we are launching this as a Kickstarter. I know, when people hear Kickstarter, they're just like, oh, so it's a scam. Or, oh, so it's not going to happen. Or, oh, so this is going to be DashCon, FurCon, Internet Historian. It's going to be terrible, but because we are a first-time event, I think the smartest plan of action is to do a Kickstarter, because I didn't want to promise something that I couldn't make happen. Kickstarter is a perfect way for me to protect myself, to make sure this event is going to be the best event it's going to be, and if it's not going to be the best event it's going to be, it's not going to happen. And so if we don't hit our Kickstarter, I'm out some money, but I'd rather it be that than me be out a significant amount of money and letting everybody down. So the Kickstarter is a big deal. I really hope we reach our goal, because then that means this event will happen 100% and we'll be able to afford our guests. I have 4 in mind. Obviously, I know the whole cast would be fantastic, but you have to pay for guests to arrive at your show, and they need to make a certain amount of money. And because it's a first time event, I need to cover half up front. That's just how it is. That's how the world works, and that is totally fine. But that is why this Kickstarter is important, and that is why I cannot announce who our guests are yet. Have I talked to the manager? Yes. The second the Kickstarter makes it, I am booking. And you guys will all be finding out who the guests are immediately. And so what do guests do at an event? Obviously conventions. The guests will be there for a panel, and then we will be having tables for them to sign. And then also, because I do photography in my real life, I am going to be setting up a photo booth, a professional photo booth, so that you can also get tickets to take pictures with the guests as well. So signings will require a separate ticket, and so will photos, just so that we cover the price of our guests. Every single penny we make will be going straight back into the event, whether that be having an extra guest, making sure some of the items we'll be passing out will be of better quality, the gift bags will be better. Just, it'll all go straight into the event. I'm not getting anything from this other than I just really wanted this event to happen. No one else was going to make it happen because it is very niche. It's an old game. It's a creator that's not even connected to the game anymore. He's moved on with his life. And as far as panels go, I have not publicly announced what panels we're having because we are 6 months out. Programming is still heavily underway. I've been making so many emails. Like, the outreach alone is like a full-time job at this point. But I have been talking to people that have worked on Metal Gear. I have talked to Metal Gear creators. I have talked to very big artists, influencers. I have talked to a lot of people, and there are people that are very interested, but I just don't want to get people's hopes up. And because this is a Kickstarter, I can't say they'll be there for sure unless this event happens. But I'm hoping to have a panel of people that have worked on Metal Gear. I'm hoping to have a panel of big Metal Gear content creators, people that are still keeping this series alive. A lot of interesting people, and I have reached out to Kojima Productions many times because in my perfect world we get a video intro from Hideo Kojima himself, but that has been it's pretty hard to get a hold of Mr. Kojima these days, so we'll see. So for the Kickstarter, let's just talk money for like a really fast, quick second here. People are gonna probably look at how much money I'm putting on the Kickstarter and gonna say, that is so much money. Why do you need to raise that much money? Well, this is a large event space in Los Angeles. The guests cost some money, insurance. It's all these little things, rentals, signage, AV. So far, I've put a bunch of my own money in and like getting the deposit for the space. I've ran the website myself, got the brand name, like all these things just sort of add up. The only reason this Kickstarter has not launched like 3 months ago is because I started my own LLC for the purpose of hosting this event, for protecting myself, obviously. I want to do things by the book. And I applied for an EIN, which is basically an employment identification number, which is basically your social security number for your business. So I applied for that online and I kept getting errors. The IRS has been in shambles because of COVID and they've been doing catch up for quite some time. And 4 months there, I could not even get through on a phone call. I wasn't even being put on hold. They just said they're too busy. Try back again tomorrow. So that's where I was at with that. And why I needed an EIN was because I need to open up a bank account for the Kickstarter. I have faxed my forms. I have sent them by mail. And for whatever reason, it is taking forever to process my information. I call every single week and talk to a real person finally. This is new, like in the last month or 2, maybe 3 months, I've been calling like on a weekly basis to see what the hell's going on and checking my mail like a crazy person because I'm just waiting for this EIN to hit so I can go straight to the bank, open a bank account, and launch this Kickstarter. So that is the delay. I am not hiding anything. I just wanted to be very transparent here so people know where I'm coming from. I gotta protect myself. I have a house, I have kids, and if anything insane happens, which won't because I'm gonna have insurance and I'm covering all my bases, I just need to be safe. And that's just a smart thing to do. So that is why it has been taking so much longer. I have been ready with my tears and everything on my website, like just waiting. And so I just recently updated the website publicly to allow for people to apply for Artist Alley and to apply for volunteers. I've already gotten a lot of applications for the volunteers, which I'm so thankful for. I have volunteers in my own life that are going to be helping me with this, and people that are just really excited for this event, who are local to LA, so it's gonna be awesome. I'm already so happy with the flooded volunteers. There's Clark. If you remember Clark back in the day, he used to come into all my videos at my old house, so it's only right he's back being a big fat idiot back there. We love you, Clark. I do understand why, like, some people might be like, this isn't gonna happen, this is gonna be a nightmare, like she doesn't know what she's doing, all this stuff, but that's just because people don't know me, and that's okay, and I understand that because they don't know me. There's nothing for me to gain from this at all. If anything, I have only something to lose from this, which is the 6 months I've already put into it, money I've already put into it, and just my heart breaking by it not coming to fruition, but that's okay. I'm just hoping the Kickstarter, we make it, and how you can do your part is sharing the Kickstarter when it launches, which is hopefully soon. I'm at the will of the IRS right now. I figured there's no way it's going to take all of January. And here we are in the middle of January. So I'm like, but I have lots of ducks in a row lined up already and people that are interested in doing some stuff for us. So I'm very excited to be sharing things in the next couple months. But I also just wanted to share the why, really, because obviously Metal Gear has an amazing fandom and people love this game and people have like dedicated huge chunks of their life to celebrating this game, just keeping the series alive, like I kind of mentioned earlier. I feel like the Twitter community is kind of more of where I am at, has just brought so many like awesome people, talented people across my timeline and mentions and stuff, and really cool people that it's like, this would be awesome to do this for us. You know, I was 8 when Metal Gear Solid came out and I was obsessed with it. And I was an 8-year-old girl who didn't understand why all my friends didn't want to watch me play Metal Gear, play with me, or play Tomb Raider or any of the games, because it was the 90s. I was born in 1990. So it was kind of weird for girls to enjoy gaming like I did. So I never had a friend in my entire life who played Metal Gear and was a fan of it until I was 25 and I worked at a company and one of my coworkers was a huge fan. And then from there on out, all we did was like meme on Metal Gear and talk Metal Gear and just, you know, gush about things and have like so much fun doing it. So seeing all these people that this series has touched their hearts as much as it's touched mine, I'm like, these are my people. I finally found my people. I turned my brother into my people because he didn't really have a choice to not like it. He's 8 years younger than me, so my brother's always been a fan, so I've always been able to talk to him. But outside of that, I've never had anybody that I really connected to in the Metal Gear realm other than my one buddy. So I thought it'd be awesome. A huge shout out to Shane doing, you know, Metal Gear Nation really started and like I feel like spearheaded a lot of the movement of us Metal Gear fans all getting together. The exclamation marks in our bio, the spaces, the conversations with voice actors. I feel like it's just brought a lot of the community together and learning, you know, the Kojima Frequency podcast and Metal Gear Resurrections and all the Twitch streamers out there, Outer Heaven, the people who do insane things in speedrunning community. Like, I feel like we are just such a good community of people that it would be awesome to celebrate this together. And another big thing is, I'm rambling now, but another big one of what kind of lit the fire under my ass finally to get this thing going was, you know, there's the streamlies of all the voice actors together and seeing all the fans in the comments and getting so excited about getting their stuff signed and watching them sign the stuff and talk to them personally, whether it was through the Streamly live stream, which was interesting, or their Instagrams, their personal Instagrams. But it was seeing all of the reactions and like, it's such a big deal to these people. And also it's such a big deal to the voice actors. I feel like they're not all just there for a quick, easy paycheck. Like they all feel like a Metal Gear family. Like we are a Metal Gear family. So seeing the live stream of everybody just kind of doing that reunion and doing Q&As and answering things, I was just like, why haven't we got all these people together in real life? Like, why has there not been a convention in the last like 20 years that has all these epic people together? So I said, why not do it myself? Because no one else is going to. And David gave me his blessing probably years ago at this point. And I remember I asked him, I think in one of Shane's spaces, I was like, what would you go to a Metal Gear Con? Like, what do you think about a Metal Gear convention? And he said, I think you guys deserve it. Hell yeah, let's do it. So that kind of helped me light the fire. So I did it. So here's fingers crossed that we make it. I'm very excited, nervous. I've spent so much of my time on it. We are going to be coming out with some merch options soon, so stay tuned for those on the website. All the money earned from the merch will be going straight into the event. Like I said, there's nobody making money off of this event. We are going to hopefully break even. That'd be great. The worst thing that can happen is we don't reach the Kickstarter and the plug is pulled, and that we tried, and that will be that, and nobody will be out any money other than me. and nobody will be upset or angry. And why LA? It's because voice actors are local, and so am I. I'm still technically not in LA. I'm in Orange County, so I'm still like an hour and a half away from LA. So it's not like this is right down the street from my house, and that's why. It's still a trek for me, and I'm still gonna have to book the hotel the night before because I'm gonna be up till midnight beyond. But it just made more sense logistically to have it here in LA. Because I've heard a lot of people like, why LA? And a lot of my favorite cosplayers are in Spain and all over the world. So I'm just like, ugh. And also one of the things I am talking about with the manager is because we can't afford to have a ton of the voice actors there, maybe we can do a little reunion Zoom, which she did previously put together. So that is in talks as well. We will see what ends up happening there. So that is everything I have to say. I can't think of anything else right now. I'm sure I'm going to turn this off and think of about a million things to say, but I think I've rambled for plenty of time. And let me know your thoughts. If you guys have questions, leave them down below. I'm heavily active on my YouTube channel. I will answer things I can to the best of my ability. And check out the website. The website, I put in a lot of time doing research, talking to fellow convention starters who told me don't do it. And I understand why. So yeah, a lot of time went into that website, even though it probably doesn't look like it. Tag me in your stuff if you see anything fun, MGS Con and Metal Gear related. Tag me. Somebody's lighting fireworks. And tag MGS Con if you're feeling like it. Let's get this thing moving. And soon I'm going to be putting some money behind it for advertising. So you'll see it whether you want to or not. Oh, also, if there's anybody you want to see there, please hit up the contact form or any panels you want to see, any ideas. I'm so open for so many things. I want this to be an event that everybody has a blast at. So if you have any good ideas, I've heard so many already from people that have reached out to me. And it's like my favorite thing is seeing people getting amped about this and trying to help out any way they can. So hit me up on the website, Instagram, ItsAmandaLemon, MGSCon at MGSCon. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you at MGS Con.